Hello, Sagittarius. Whether you are here for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, I want to express my gratitude for your presence today. Let us dive right into it and explore the energy surrounding you and your person. The energy coming through seems to indicate a bit of conflict and a lot of emotional turbulence between you two. The Five of Pentacles suggests a sense of feeling isolated or abandoned. This could indicate that your person is currently struggling to find their footing, possibly due to mistakes made in the past. They might be feeling like there is no way to fix things at the moment, as the Eight of Swords appears, showing they may feel trapped in their thoughts, unable to find a clear path forward. On the other hand, the Five of Swords speaks to a sense of defeat. It seems like your person is battling with their inner turmoil, possibly feeling that they've messed things up. However, despite these feelings, the Six of Cups appears indicating a deep connection. This card often signifies nostalgia, memories, and the longing for reconciliation. There's still care and love here, even if it's wrapped in confusion. Your person wants to figure things out, even if they don't know how yet. There's a strong desire to find a way forward to mend what is broken, even though they may not be clear on the next steps. The energy suggests that they are still thinking about you and the bond you share, despite the struggles. Let us delve deeper with the oracle cards to gain more insight. Burning Passion, a card that represents intimacy and chemistry, emerges. There's undeniable attraction between you two. It's magnetic, and despite the conflict, the flame doesn't seem to be going out. The passion is still there, burning brightly. Past life and nostalgia also appear, which ties back to the Six of Cups. It feels like there's something karmic about this connection, like you two have shared many lives together, perhaps even through stormy times. There's a sense that your paths are meant to cross, repeatedly drawn together by forces beyond your control. The Broken Silence card makes an appearance as well, indicating that communication has been stifled. Your person might be struggling to express what they truly feeling like. They can share their deepest emotions with you. There's a need for them to be vulnerable, but they're holding back. They're not ready to open up fully yet, but there's a strong desire to communicate their feelings more honestly. New beginnings show up in the cards, signaling that there's still hope for a fresh start. Whether this means reconciling or moving on to a new phase in the relationship, there's a chance to make things work, even if it means taking it slowly and with patience. Stability is also represented in the oracle cards. The relationship has the potential to endure and weather the storm. Acceptance follows, suggesting that everything happens for a reason. There's a message to embrace the lessons in this situation and find the hidden blessings. This can help bring both of you closer to peace and understanding. It feels like the storm between you two will pass and peace will eventually return. The Go Slow card advises taking your time to rebuild the relationship, especially if there has been conflict. Rebuilding trust and connection doesn't happen overnight. It requires time, patience, and understanding. The energy here suggests taking things step by step. Release Your Ex also appears, suggesting that there may still be residual energy from past relationships affecting your connection. Whether it's you or your person, there's a need to clear away old wounds and make room for healing. The time has come to let go of whatever is holding you back. I'm dreaming you into reality is a powerful message. With the Seven of Cups, it seems like your person is envisioning a better future, dreaming of how things could be between you two, if only they could overcome the obstacles in their path. This is a time for them to visualize a future where things are smoother, happier, and healthier. The You Changed Me card is an important message as well. Your person may feel like you've pushed them to grow, perhaps in ways they weren't expecting. You've made them realize that they need to step up, and though they may be struggling with this, it's ultimately a good thing. They are being challenged to become a better version of themselves. Love yourself first comes through as a reminder for both of you. It seems that one or both of you may have struggled with self-worth, and this has affected the relationship. The fears that came out of that insecurity have caused friction between you. It's important now to reconnect with yourselves, building up your confidence and love for who you are before you can fully heal together. Building a legacy together is a beautiful card that speaks to long-term commitment. The relationship has strong foundations, and there is still something significant between you two that can last. Despite the struggles, there is potential for a lasting bond, especially with the stability cards present. Despite all the emotional turbulence, it seems like the current conflict between you two is something temporary. The minor arcana cards indicate that this isn't the end of the relationship, but rather a passing storm. Your person doesn't want this to end, and they still see potential for the future. I could be your hero. Baby comes through, showing that your person wants to step up and overcome their insecurities. They want to take control of the situation and become the person you need them to be. However, the I'm a very jealous person card reveals that insecurities and jealousy may still play a role in your connection. These emotions may have surfaced during the conflict, and your person feels bad about the way they've acted. There's a realization here that their actions might not have been the best, and they regret it. Now,
take a look.
The Tower card appears, indicating that your person may have had a significant wake-up call. Something has shocked them, whether it's a new realization about you or the connection. They're grappling with this change and trying to integrate it into their life. The Two of Pentacles and Eight of Swords show that they are still struggling with balancing everything in their life. They feel trapped and unsure, not knowing exactly how to move forward. The Three of Swords reveals that they are afraid of causing you more pain or breaking your heart by bringing up certain topics. Despite all of this, the Seven of Pentacles shows that they are not ready to give up. They're willing to wait to let things calm down before they attempt any conversation. They want to make sure they approach things when they're in the right frame of mind. Confidence in the relationship shines through with the everything will work out card. Your person believes that this is just a temporary setback and that things will smooth out with time. They're holding onto hope for the future. The Six of Wands also indicates that your person wants to overcome the obstacles and emerge victorious in this situation. They're determined to make things right and not let this conflict define their relationship with you. Let's delve into what your person is feeling, Sagittarius. The Nine of Swords comes through, strongly indicating that your person is experiencing a great deal of anxiety and stress. It's evident that they are deeply concerned, possibly even terrified about the idea of losing you. The Four of Wands further supports this, as it reveals that they view you as a rock, a stabilizing presence in their life. Losing you would be nothing short of devastating for them. They may not have fully expressed this yet, but this card shows that you represent security, a sense of home for them. The Six of Swords follows, symbolizing their desire to move away from the emotional chaos they are currently facing. They long for peace, for a calmer emotional state, away from the turbulence of the current situation. Then we see the Nine of Wands, which suggests that your person may have built up walls around their heart. They might have distanced themselves from you, and now they are regretting this decision. There's a fear that by pushing you away or protecting themselves too much, they gave off the wrong impression. They're starting to recognize this now, and they want to make things right. They know they've made mistakes and they worried about the damage that might have caused. The Star card enters the scene, bringing hope and healing into the picture. It's clear that your person is still holding on to the dream of a brighter future with you, one where things are more peaceful and harmonious. They haven't given up on you or the connection you share. There's a deep desire for healing both in themselves and between the two of you. They may not have all the answers right now, but they are envisioning a better outcome, one where the wounds are healed and the relationship can move forward. A crucial question seems to be lingering in their mind. Can we forgive and forget? This person is asking themselves whether they can truly let go of the past mistakes, whether both of you can move on from what has happened and start fresh. They want to surrender to the process of healing, let go of the burdens, and embrace the future with you. The fear of losing you weighs heavily on them, but there's also a glimmer of hope for reconciliation. They're not ready to let go. Now, in terms of their intentions, the Three of Wands and Three of Cups show that they are still committed to the idea of progressing things with you. They want to move forward to create a future together. The Three of Cups hints at celebrating that future, perhaps even rekindling the joy and happiness you once shared. They not ready to walk away from you. They still see potential, still see a future worth striving for. However, the Seven of Swords and Knight of Wands reveal an inner conflict. There's a part of them that still craves freedom and independence. While they want to move forward with you, there's a lingering desire for space, for a life outside of the relationship. They may have moments where they feel torn between the commitment they owe to you and their need for personal freedom. The Knight of Wands shows that part of them is adventurous, spontaneous, and perhaps even a little restless. It's important to note that this doesn't necessarily mean they want to end things. It could indicate that they are simply working through their own personal struggles and trying to balance their desires for both connection and independence. They are still figuring things out. There's a lot of confusion and hesitation. But even with all that, they haven't given up. They are not ready to close the door completely, and they still hold hope for what could come next. Let's explore further. What are the main blocks your person is facing when it comes to you? The first message that comes through is, I just can't forgive myself. This clearly aligns with the Nine of Swords, highlighting that guilt is a major emotional barrier for them. They might have done something that hurt you or are simply afraid of not being enough for you. This guilt weighs heavily on their mind, and they finding it difficult to move past it. The next message is, hurting you hurt me more. This is a crucial point. Your person recognizes that their actions have caused you pain, and it's tearing them up inside. Whether or not they've outright hurt you, they're extremely sensitive to the thought of causing you any form of emotional distress. They care deeply for you, and seeing you hurt is something they cannot easily shake off. The next card in the silence, I do love you, reveals another key challenge for them: communication. Your person struggles with expressing their emotions. They may feel like they can truly communicate everything they're feeling, and this creates a significant block between you. There is love here, but they were having a hard time showing it, possibly due to fear, vulnerability, or a lack of understanding on how to articulate their emotions. Now let's consider what your person most wants you to know. The Page of Cups shows that they genuinely cherish the time spent with you. They enjoy your presence and the connection you share. They want you to know that any moment with you is valuable to them, and they're grateful for it. The Nine of Cups follows, indicating that they derive emotional fulfillment and happiness from being with you. You bring joy into their life, and they want to hold on to that feeling. The Two of Wands and Ace of Wands reveal a renewed sense of passion and direction. It seems that your person is refocusing their attention on you. Perhaps there was a period where they were distracted or unsure, but now they are coming back around. There's a fresh spark, a new enthusiasm for what could come next between you two. They want to reignite that fire, build something solid and exciting with you again. The Ace of Wands shows that their heart is burning with passion for you, and they want to move forward with renewed energy. For advice, we see the Broken Heart card, indicating that many of you Sagittarius are dealing with emotional pain or frustration. If you're re-experiencing heartbreak right now, it's vital to prioritize healing. Don't put yourself in situations that will only cause further pain. Surround yourself with people who will treat your heart with care and tenderness. You deserve peace, and if this person is truly capable of giving you that peace, then it's worth exploring a future with them. However, if you feel like they not able to heart with the respect it deserves, it might be time to step away. Your person might also be feeling blocked by their own insecurities and fears about whether you're open to letting them in. The Past Life card suggests that many of you have a deep, complex history together. There's a connection that goes beyond this lifetime, and that's part of why this relationship feels so intense. What might your person say to you, Sagittarius? One message that comes through is, "You hurt my feelings." There is pain on both sides, and it's clear that both of you have been affected by what has transpired. But the Nine of Cups shows that despite this, they miss you and the good times you've shared. They want to be near you again, and they long for the comfort of your presence. "I want to be like you" is another message that stands out. Your person admires you, possibly looking up to you in ways they haven't fully expressed. They might feel like you are on a different level, and they want to match that energy. The Star card indicates that they see you as someone who has the potential to elevate them, and they are ready to do the work to rise to your level. "I am ready" is another message that comes through. Your person is preparing themselves to take the necessary steps forward. They're ready to put in the effort to make this work, to show you that they care and to move past the struggles. The intention of "I am planning on calling you soon" suggests that they are gearing up to communicate with you. They want to have an open, honest conversation to clear the air and figure out where things stand. Yet there's still hesitation. "I think you are out of my league" is a message of insecurity. Your person feels like they might not be good enough for you, and that fear is holding them back. This is a source of tension between you two, as they may feel unworthy of your love. Mistakes are the soul's lessons, shows that your person is learning from the past. They recognize that the mistakes made were part of their growth. They are trying to integrate the lessons they've learned and move forward as a better version of themselves. And let's talk shows that they are eager for communication. They want to have a conversation with you, to address everything, to heal the wounds, and to create a new beginning together. Your person is undoubtedly feeling a great deal of inner turmoil, Sagittarius. They are in a situation where they are trying to step into a new role, a role that you have somehow set for them. Initially, they might have been on a much lower level, seeing themselves as someone who could not meet your expectations. However, when you came into their life, you made them realize that they had to step up. This shift, although challenging for them, is a good thing. They are beginning to feel the pressure of growth, but it's a necessary pressure for them to evolve. One of the most significant messages here comes through the Love Yourself First card. This card applies to both you and your person. It's a gentle reminder that any conflicts in the relationship may have stemmed from both of you not valuing yourselves enough. This lack of self-love created fears that surfaced in your connection, causing tension and misunderstandings. Those fears were projected onto one another, fueling problems in the relationship. However, there's an important realization here. Healing starts with self-love. By embracing this, both of you have the chance to overcome these fears and move forward together. As we continue the building, a Legacy Together card emerges. This card aligns with the stability that is present between you two, especially with the strong foundations you've already established. Despite any current challenges, the relationship between you and your person has something very strong and permanent. This isn't just some fleeting connection. There's depth and there's a potential for long-lasting impact. What makes this even more intriguing is that all of the cards so far have been minor arcana, which signifies that this is not a major life-altering event. Rather, it feels more like a passing storm, something that can be weathered with patience. It may not be the right time to act or make major decisions, but the storm will eventually pass. Your person's desire to step up becomes even clearer with the "I could be your hero" baby card. They genuinely want to overcome the obstacles standing between you two. They want to move past the insecurities and fears, whether they are related to jealousy or other internal struggles. The jealousy they feel is deeply rooted in their own insecurities. They may have acted in ways they now regret, and they feel foolish for some of the things they said or did. There's a sense of embarrassment, as though they now recognize how their actions or words could have been interpreted, and they want to make it right. Let's explore their thoughts more deeply. The Tower card appears, signaling a major wake-up call for your person. Something has either been revealed to them or has come as a shock in this connection. Whatever it is, they are struggling to integrate this new information into their current reality. They might feel like their world has shifted in some way, and now they are trying to make sense of it. The Two of Pentacles follows, showing that they are trying to balance many aspects of their life right now. They feel overwhelmed by the need to juggle multiple responsibilities and emotions, and this might be causing them to feel trapped or stuck. The Eight of Swords reinforces this sense of being mentally confined. They want to move forward but feel like they are paralyzed by their thoughts, unsure of how to approach the situation. This is further complicated by the Three of Swords, which shows that they are holding back from sharing something important with you because they fear it will hurt you or be misunderstood. They know that what they need to say could lead to more heartbreak, and this frightens them deeply. The Seven of Pentacles suggests that your person is delaying this conversation, waiting for things to calm down, either between you two or in their life overall. They may be hoping for a more opportune moment to talk, when emotions are less heightened and the situation is more stable. Despite all of this, the message of "I am confident everything will work out for us" emerges. This card represents your person's hope and optimism. They believe that the current issues are only temporary. They feel deep down that this relationship can overcome the obstacles and that this is not the end, unless, of course, you choose to walk away. There's still a sense of victory and confidence that things will improve. The Six of Wands reinforces this sense of triumph. Your person believes that this is just a passing challenge and that the relationship can still come out stronger in the end. Now, as we turn to their feelings, the Nine of Swords indicates that they are plagued by anxiety and fear. The Four of Wands shows that despite all the fear and turmoil, they still see you as a steady and comforting presence in their life. You represent a foundation they rely on, and the idea of losing that stability terrifies them. The Six of Swords reveals their desire to move towards a calmer, more peaceful state. They want to leave behind the emotional chaos and create a sense of serenity with you. However, they are worried that things might not work out, and this fear is pushing them to act cautiously. The Nine of Wands shows that they've put up boundaries with you, perhaps unintentionally pushing you away. They feel guilty about this as they worry it has sent the wrong message. They don't want you to think that they are trying to distance themselves, but their fear of being vulnerable has caused them to retreat. The Star card brings in a sense of hope. Your person is still dreaming of a future with you, a future where things are healed and peaceful. They want to make things right and bring back the harmony you once shared. The Can We Forgive and Forget card asks the question that's on their mind: can they overcome the past and start anew? They want to surrender to the process, let go of what has been holding them back, and begin fresh with you. Looking at their intentions, the Three of Wands and Three of Cups show that they are committed to progressing this connection. They see a future with you, one where the bond grows stronger. If you are just friends right now, they want to deepen that friendship and see where it goes. If you are more than friends, they want to strengthen that relationship and make sure it stands the test of time. They are focused on the future and they want to build something beautiful with you. However, the Seven of Swords and Knight of Wands indicate that there is still some inner conflict. On one hand, they want to settle down and build something lasting with you. On the other hand, they desire freedom and independence. They may be torn between their commitment to you and their need to be free. This internal struggle is difficult for them to navigate. They might need space to process everything and figure out what they truly want. The Hangman card adds another layer to the situation. There could be an external factor influencing their decisions, such as a third party or an external circumstance. They feel caught in a difficult position and are uncertain about how to move forward. It's clear that they are trying to make the best choice, but they are struggling with the direction they need to take. Now let's look at the blocks they are facing in this connection. I just can't forgive myself shows that guilt is still a major factor in their hesitation. There's something they feel they've done wrong, and they are able to let go of this feeling. The Hurting You Hurt Me More card suggests that they are deeply affected by any pain they may have caused you. Whether or not they directly hurt you, they feel responsible for the damage, and it's causing them a great deal of emotional pain. In the silence, I do love you reveals that their difficulty with communication is also a significant block. They love you, but they are having trouble expressing it. They're struggling to find the right words, and this silence is creating a divide between you two. In the depths of their heart, this person holds a lot of love and care for you. However, it's up to you, Sagittarius, to decide how to proceed with this connection. Love and care are essential, but they can only go so far. If someone continually hurts you, or if the relationship becomes too challenging or draining, then it might be time to step away. Parting ways might seem like the hardest option, but sometimes it's the healthiest one. You deserve to be with someone who adds peace and joy to your life, not someone who keeps repeating the same mistakes. That being said, for many of you, there is still something very real and strong here, especially because of the foundation you've both built. This person is still trying to figure things out. They may not have all the answers yet, but there's an undeniable connection that keeps them tethered to you. So while it's important to trust your instincts, it's also clear that there's a part of them still invested in working things out with you. Now let's look at what they most want you to know. The Page of Cups and Nine of Cups suggest that they deeply enjoy every moment spent with you. You bring them a sense of fulfillment, happiness, and emotional joy. They treasure your presence and the bond you share, even if things haven't been perfect. With the Two of Wands and Ace of Wands, we see a spark of passion reigniting. It's as though they've been going their own way for a while, possibly dealing with their internal struggles, but now they're coming back to you with more focus and passion than before. They are ready to fix things, to heal, and to move forward with you. As for advice for you, Sagittarius, it's as clear that they are still giving you space. There might be moments where they wonder if you even want to let them back in, and so they might be hesitant to push themselves on you. But in the background, they deeply invested in the idea of coming back together. This might be difficult, especially if there has been a long history between you two, but the past life card suggests that you've shared a lot together in this lifetime, and possibly others. There's a sense of familiarity and karma between you, making it hard to walk away completely. The broken heart card comes in as well, and it's likely that many of you are feeling the pain of this connection. There has been hurt on both sides, and it's clear that you are dealing with frustration and emotional challenges. If you've been hurt, it's time to focus on healing. Don't put yourself in situations that will only continue to break your heart. Surround yourself with people who understand the importance of your heart and who will care for it gently. If this person truly wants to be with you, they will take care of your heart as well. However, if you feel like they can offer you the care you deserve, it might be time to let go. Your person may not have communicated their emotions clearly, but they want you to know that you are important to them. You hurt my feelings, they might say, as a reflection of the hurt they feel. Both of you have been wounded by the situation, and the Five of Swords suggests that there's been tension between you. But despite this, they miss being around you. The Nine of Cups indicates that they truly value the time spent with you, and being in your presence brings them joy. I want to be like you is another sentiment they may express. They admire you, Sagittarius, and look up to you. The Star card indicates that they see you as someone who has impacted them, perhaps inspiring them to grow. You've raised the bar for them, and now they feel like they need to level up to meet your energy. I am ready, they might say. They're ready to work on the relationship, to change the things that need to be changed, and to rebuild what was broken. However, with the message, I think you are out of my league, it's clear that your person struggles with feelings of inadequacy. They don't feel worthy of you, and this insecurity has contributed to some of the tension in the relationship. The Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords show that this insecurity may have led to self-sabotage, and they are deeply aware of it now. Mistakes are the soul's lessons they might reflect. They are learning from their past actions and mistakes and are ready to integrate those lessons into their future behavior. Let us talk is another message they want to send. They want to have a meaningful conversation, to clear the air and to discuss where things stand. But they need time, as suggested by the Be Patient card. Your person knows that rushing things will only make the situation worse. They need time to process everything and approach the situation when they are ready. There's also a message of be kind to yourself coming through. They are encouraging you to take care of yourself and prioritize your own healing. They care about your well-being, even if they haven't always shown it in the past. They want to make sure that no matter what happens, you are treating yourself with love and care. The Six of Swords shows that both of you are on a journey toward calmer waters. This is a time to find peace and healing, and your person wants to get there with you. They are afraid of losing you, Sagittarius. You've become an essential part of their foundation, and they can't imagine their life without you. The Nine of Wands suggests that they've had their guard up, but they now regret that decision. They're afraid that their boundaries have given the wrong message, and they want to break down those walls to reconnect with you fully. The Star card is here again, showing that your person still holds hope for the future. They are dreaming of better days where things are peaceful between you and the relationship is restored. The question, can we forgive and forget, lingers in their mind. They want to surrender to the process, to move past the pain and start anew. They know they've made mistakes, but they are hopeful that the two of you can heal and rebuild together. Let's take a look at their intentions. The Three of Wands and Three of Cups indicate that they still want to move forward with you. They see a future together and they want to keep progressing toward that future. Whether you are friends or something more, they want to nurture that connection and continue building something solid. The Seven of Swords and Knight of Wands suggest that there is still some uncertainty on their part. Part of them wants stability, but there's another part that craves independence. They need space and privacy, but they also want to be with you. This inner conflict is something they are grappling with. The Hangman card suggests that there may be an external factor holding them back. There could be a third party or another situation that is influencing their decisions. They feel stuck trying to figure out the best course of action. But they are aware that they need to make a decision, and they are trying to find clarity in the midst of the confusion. When it comes to their blocks, the message, "I just can to forgive myself," is crucial. There's something in their past that they regret, something they feel responsible for. The Nine of Swords shows that guilt is a significant obstacle for them, and they are struggling to let go of it. Hurting you hurt me more is a reflection of their own internal conflict. They don't want to hurt you, but they're afraid of not being enough for you. They fear that their shortcomings will keep causing pain in the relationship. Finally, in the silence, "I do love you" speaks volumes. While they may not always express it, your person's love for you is real. However, they struggle to communicate this love fully, and that's one of the reasons why there has been tension. They're working through their own issues, trying to find the right words to convey what they feel. In conclusion, Sagittarius, your person is grappling with a lot of internal conflict and fear. They are torn between their desire for stability with you and their need for freedom. However, there is still deep love and care here. They want to make things right and move forward with you, but they need time to work through their fears and insecurities. If you're willing to give them that time and space, there is a chance for healing and growth. But ultimately, the choice is yours. You need to decide whether this relationship is worth the effort or if it's time to let go and move on.